thing tonight so that a few people couldn't find the stream last time, so I've done a schedule. So it's lovely to see some of you here already. Good evening, Garin. Good evening, Diane and Peter and Stephen. Wow, hello everybody. So I'll just very quickly say as well, hello to everybody that's watching on catch up. I know not everybody can be here at the dedicated time, but it's nice that you can still join in with the chat at some point at your leisure. So how's everybody's day going? What's everybody been up to? Did everybody know that it was UFO day this morning when they woke up? And I'm just gonna, yeah, and while I'm on, again, a massive thank you to the members and massive thank you to everybody that's always, you know, comes on these live streams, comes in the premiere, watches the videos, comments. You guys are all amazing. And like I said in that post the other day, I really do appreciate everybody that is supporting the channel. So it's lovely to, so this live stream. Hiya, Mark, how are you? Hi, James from Arizona. Thank you for your jokes earlier. It made me chuckle. Hey, Ben, how are you? Hello, Lord of the Seven Seas. Lord of the Seven Seas, are you moderating for us this evening? Hi, for sure. Hi, John, you're here, are you? Right, I'll tick you off on the register. Hi, Claire. Hi, Claire, that's me. Oh, it's been a long, long day. Hi, Bruce, sorry. Hi, Chris. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Good evening, Matt. How are you doing? Hi, Joe. How's everybody doing? So, yeah, this is going to probably be the last live stream for a couple of weeks because I've got some commitments and I've got to go offline for a little bit. But this, so there's one I really wanted to make tonight so that we could have a little bit of a catch up. And when I realised it was UFO day, I thought, well, this would be a good opportunity for some of us to share our UFO stories. So I've not actually seen a UFO of my own. I've never seen a UFO, but I do know friends that have seen UFOs. And funnily enough, I was speaking to somebody the other day, and they told me that they told me their UFO experience, and it got me thinking, do you know, there's so many people that have had experiences. So this is a sort of safe space for people to tell their experiences, and then maybe if there's anybody that's had a similar experience. You never knew about UFO Day. Well, basically, Stephen, it's because this is the day back in 1947 that the Roswell incident happened. So ever since then, they called it UFO Day, the 2nd of July. I think it's a bit of an American thing. I don't know. James, you're watching. You're from Arizona. Is this an American thing? Oh, thank you, John. So, guys, John has just sent 5 gift memberships, which is very generous of him. So you guys can claim that if you want that. Wow. You've never seen a UFO, Peter? No, I haven't. You don't know. And I was thinking about you earlier, James, because I was reading about, so I thought I'd better do a little bit of research because I'm not a UFO expert. And I thought I'm just going to refresh my brain. And there was quite a lot of UFO sightings in Arizona. So I was hoping you would be able to tell us you've seen one. Good evening, David. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm really good. Just saying thank you to everybody for joining. This is probably going to be the last live stream for a couple of weeks, and then we'll get back on it. You're obsessed with UFOs, but you've never seen one, Ben. I know. I mean, I've seen strange lights in the sky that I can't quite explain, but nothing I could put down to being a UFO. Lots of UFOs in the Peak District area. There are lots of sightings that way on. Hiya, Julie from Greater Manchester. Nice to see you. Hiya, Loz. I'm just catching up on everybody. So, yeah, I know we normally do a game, don't we? But to be completely honest, the next few upcoming videos are really quite heavy sort of research and stuff. So they've taken a lot. Well, all my videos seem to take ages to research, edit, and everything, but these ones have taken quite a long time. So I've really been up against the clock, so I didn't have time to prepare one of those stories or anything. But I remember the other day somebody said it was maybe we could just have a chat every now and then. So it's just nice to catch up with everybody and what's everybody been up to? Has everybody had the dinner? What are they having? What's everybody drinking? I'm on the old council pop water tonight. You've not seen one either. My wife went to the salt caves and I went to the air gun range. That sounds cool. That sounds really cool. Where's that then, Garin? I have seen a UFO and filmed it as well. Decent daylight footage. And no, I don't have it uploaded on my channel, unfortunately. I had it on another channel, but that channel got it. Oh, that's a shame. What did people say when you uploaded it to your other channel? Dance for you. I'm not a great dancer. You'd be very disappointed. I have, but oddly enough, it wasn't in Arizona, but in Oregon. Oh. Hello, Dave from Cornwall. How are you? Hi, Victoria. Hello, David. You enjoying the football? Is there a match on right now? I've only been watching the England games, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge football fan, but I like to get into the spirit of things for the England matches. Has anyone dreamt of UFO experiences? That's a really good question. Yeah, that's a really good question. That'd be quite scary, wouldn't it? I remember watching, again, this could have been on Strange But True years ago, about somebody that thought they'd had this dream and then they thought it was like some kind of abduction. Does anybody remember this? Is this ringing any bells with anybody? So they thought they'd had this dream where these aliens had come into their bedroom and they'd seen this bright light, but then they'd lost a load of time. Like, I know you do lose time when you're asleep, but it was like a ridiculous amount of time. You've seen quite a few, one of which was a couple of 100 yards away, which was a black triangle. Whereabouts in the world is this, Mark? Because I find it fascinating when they are in similar locations. Yeah, so the person I was speaking to the other day, they'd seen a UFO just outside their house. They were coming home from work, and they said they saw it above the room. They said they were staring at it for a while because they couldn't quite get their head around it. And they found that there was an app, and there's an app online. I can't remember what he said it was called. And you can go on there and look at see if anybody else has had any other sightings in the same area. And lo and behold, on exactly the same evening, there was a couple walking their dog, and they'd seen the same thing. Does Roswell really have a UFO? I wonder. Yeah, do you know, wouldn't you love to know? I think if there was anything there that was completely top secret, I don't think we'll ever find out. I don't think if the government, I want to be careful what you say about the government, I might lose my channel. But I think if the government knew that there was life out there and they had evidence, I don't think they would tell us, because I think some people would freak out. That's just my personal opinion. What does everybody else think about that? No, I know, no game, David. I just haven't had time. I thought we either do no live or we just do a relaxed casual live where we can swap some stories and stuff. You had cold salmon. Very nice, Stephen. You need to get to the peaks. Yeah. I mean, they do that, is it February time when they do a thing where you can sit and watch the peaks? Is it called night time? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Where you go up and lots of people go and they watch the skies and stuff. There will be people, I would think, tonight watching the skies. I nearly thought, shall we do a live stream watching the skies? But then I thought that might, it was going to be really boring if we don't see anything. I know, I believe it was back in 2018 and it behaved in a very strange way. It was a proper shiny saucer or elliptical object. It did some crazy things too. Was skipping around, shape-shifting, etc. Oh my goodness. And do you know what's unusual as well is that when you hear people's stories, there are similarities in people's stories. I was reading earlier about there was a sighting not that long ago. I think, was it 2000 right, it's either 2001 or 2006, or it's around that sort of time, and it was military they'd seen, and they said that they looked like, did they say like tic tacs, like large tic tacs? Really strange. Hey Claire, I will talk to you again, so take care. Okay, take care, Chris. Thanks for dropping in. You've been painting today. Oh, no, painting walls, Diane, or painting as in like art? I've had crispy shredded chicken and chips this evening. Oh, it was lovely. Have you had your dinner? To be fair, Ben, this week I have been rubbish. I've got so much stuff going on that I've just not been eating well at all. So no, I had a bacon butty this morning, and then I've had half a chicken sandwich. I don't know whether I've lifted some strips of like tandoori steak out, but I'm thinking I might do them tomorrow night instead now, because by the time I've done this and messed about, I've still got some voiceovers to do for an episode coming up, so it'll be a snack, I think. And I mean, I love cooking. I do love cooking, but I have to have time, otherwise I don't make the effort. You're having a nice cup of tea and ginger biscuits. That sounds lovely, Peter. Hello, Northman. How are you? No, not a fan of football. No, I am to do a 1940s weekend. That's cool. Whereabouts that? Where's that? There's a lot of US stories on YouTube. Yeah, I would imagine there is. I mean, what have I done? One or two? I can't remember now off the top of my head. There's a few more I'd like to do, but I'm not, like I've said before, it's something I'm massively interested in, but there are some people out there that are very scientifically experts at this, aren't they? And I don't want to pretend I'm something that I'm not. Oh, Bruce, you're making everybody jealous now. Fish and chips for tea. Oh, never seen a UFO? No, that's a shame, isn't it? Berkhamsted for the gun range and Boreham Wood for the salt case. Ah, sounds like you've had a right good week. You had vegetable curry and rice. Oh, nice, Diane. I took a photo of one over Sandal Castle in Wakefield, West Yorkshire, which made it into... Did it, Mark? Oh, do share the photograph if you can. I don't know if you can share photos on the community tab page. You might be able to. If not, I'm on social media as well. I'd love to see it. Oh, I love that. I need that app. Yeah, God, try and remember what it was called. I'll ask him tomorrow when I see him. I think it was called something like Gemini or something. Does anybody know? Sounds tasty, yeah. You've got a cup of tea now. Nice, Diane. You think Roswell never had an alien, do you? Ooh. See, I do. I think there was an alien. Well, I mean, I've watched a lot of movies on this, so probably that's messed with my brain a little bit. But yeah, I think something's gone on at Roswell. Enigma. Yes, I think you're right. Enigma is the name of the app. I was thinking Gemini. I don't know why I got that, but yeah, I think you're absolutely right with that. It is Area 51, yeah. Do you remember that year when those people tried to get into Area 51? Weren't they dressed as aliens and stuff? I mean, I'd love to see it. But you're not really going to see anything, are you? Good evening, Claire. How goes the day? Yeah, it's good. We're good here. Right now in this weather, my flask is right by my side. Excellent, Simon. I'm glad you're getting some use out of that flask. So last Friday, oh my goodness, it was the hottest day here. And I know some of you Americans are like, oh, Claire, it's not hot. Well, it is hot in the UK because we don't really have aircon, and we don't have swimming pools and things. So I was out filming and it was red hot, absolutely roasting. And I can't remember where I'm going with this. I've completely forgotten. The flask, yeah. So I had my flask with me and I put ice in it, Simon, and it was lovely and chilled. And I think that saved my life on Friday. I ended up having to, I'd booked a hotel because I was trying to film 3 things in one trip, try and save petrol really. And I had to go back to my hotel in the middle of filming, like check in at 3 o'clock, go and have a shower to cool down, and then put my fab in. I apologise because in the video I'm like an absolute face is like dripping, and go back out again and finish filming because it was so warm. So I hope everybody's coping all right. Do I think there is other life out there? Yes, I do, Peter. And I think we are just a tiny little dot in the universe. So I think, no offense to anybody that doesn't think there's life out there, but I think we need to open our minds a bit, because we're not as big as we think we are. You know, it's a massive, massive universe out there. So I really do think there's life out there. I don't think, even if our government knew about it, though, I don't think they would tell us, because I do think people would freak out. You think it was a craft the government was working, do you? Well, there was a lot after the Cold War, wasn't there? That's when people really started seeing things. So it was in the 70s on TV, UFOs. Don't think I've seen that, Bruce. What's David having? Right. Gammon, chips, egg, and peas. You're living the dream tonight, David. I really believe that there are UFOs and extraterrestrials, and that they're here on Earth, that humans are working with them. I can understand why you would think that, Ben. Yeah, and I don't think you'd be alone in thinking that. I've met a few people that I thought, you might be an alien. The thought of alien abduction is terrifying. Yeah, I don't know how anything could get over that, since it could happen again. Yeah, it must be. I think it's that concept as well of like you completely losing time and thinking, what on earth has happened? The only flying saucers I would have seen is if England lost last night. Plenty in the kitchen. Oh gosh. I really thought we were going to lose when we started, and I was so negative, and I was going, no, we're not going to win this. We're not going to win this. And every single England game, I've done like a little buffet, and the buffet has got bigger, despite the fact that I've had a different people here each time. So like sometimes it's been my dad, sometimes the boys have been here. It's been a real mix. And then so the buffet's changed it, and I was like, I'm only doing English food. I'm sticking with that. And last night for the game, because it was 5 o'clock, I hadn't had time to get a really good buffet put together. So I thought, well, I'll do it in half time. I'll put a little bit out. So when we started losing, I started blaming myself. I was like, it's my fault because I've not done a big enough buffet. And that's what then got me thinking about putting the title about things we are superstitious about. Because I was listening to the radio this morning when I was out in the car, and the radio guy said, you know, we blame ourselves for things that have gone right. Oh, like this didn't like with the football. Oh, it's not happened because I've done this, and it's like nothing to do with Harry Kane. You know, you blame yourself. And I just wondered what other superstitions people had, or things that they do that make them think differently about things. And I used the magpie as an example. You know, like when you see a magpie, it's supposed to be unlucky, isn't it? And so I personally, if I see a magpie, I'll tap my head and go, hello, Mr. Magpie, good day, Mr. Magpie, touch wood, and I touch my head. But other people do different things, don't they? So what do you do when you see a magpie? That's my question. That's a long roundabout way of asking that question. Claire, was your father an alien? Probably. Because honey, on planet Earth, there's nothing else like you. Oh dear, I probably am from outer space. Bangers and mash. Oh, everybody's had a better dinner than me. I'm dead jealous. Right, gammon, egg and chips, fish and chips, bangers and mash, and I've had a chicken sandwich. No, half a chicken sandwich. Oh, poor me. Right, what we've got here. England doing well, thank God. Harry Kane done well. Yeah, he did do well. You must have been celebrating despite water this evening. I did. I had some of those. I like a good theme, and I had some of those England themed buzz balls. I don't like buzz balls. I think they're disgusting. But there was. I thought I'm going to give them a go. So, yeah, me and my son's girlfriend, we had the buzz balls. They were quite strong. But no, I'm on the water today because I said I wasn't going to drink midweek. So keeping hydrated. You're a member of a UFO club. Oh, where's this UFO club? Is this a physical thing that you go to, or is it online? Hi, Leroy. Oh, Robert, have you had fish and chips as well? Everybody's having fish and chips. Claire, we live under an effirment. Sorry about the spelling. Check out the headstone on von Braun, the German the Americans took after World War II. Oh, I'll have a look at that, David. I remember many years hearing a local radio phone in on UFOs. I recorded it, still have it. Have a takeaway, Claire, or get aided to cook. I try not to have too many takeaways. I'm trying to be good. I am trying to be good. We don't have that many really good takeaways around here, to be fair. UK has a lot. That's why when if I go to London or something, I'm straight on Just Eat. I'm like, oh, look what we can get here. UK has a lot of quite spectacular UFO cases. Yeah, we do. Some people seem to think most of the cases are American, but it's not true. No, I mean, like, look at Rendlesham. I mean, that's a classic one, isn't it, for the UK? Do you call your evening meal dinner or tea? I call it dinner. The boys, I think, call it tea. Yeah, I call it dinner. I have breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, then supper. That's I don't have all those meals, but if I was calling it, that's what I would say. Claire, you've been painting the downstairs loo with a paintbrush. Oh, not on a canvas. Oh, right. Okay, Diane. Yes, I see why you're getting bored. Have you heard of Project Bluebeam? I don't know, but it rings a bell. I don't know. Is anybody else? Tea in it. Jaw to. Oh. Hi, Desmond. On the Severn Valley Railway. Ah. Hello, Michael in sunny Oldham. Is the sun out there? Is no rain in Oldham? Rendlesham Forest, 1980. Yeah. That is such an interesting case, that one, because of the military as well involved. Funny, all the... Oh, no, but they're not all in American Northmen. That's what we're saying. And there's been a lot in the Peak District. And there's been quite a lot in certain parts of Scotland as well. So what does David have? Breakfast, dinner, tea, then supper. Ah, right, okay. That was my mum's name, Claire. Irish mum. Ah. No, it's really not true. During COVID, we saw something hover over our house. It was disc-shaped. We wondered if it was a drone, but it flew away so fast and completely silent. We assumed it was linked to the military. Ah, that's interesting, Loz. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? When I remember somebody told me that they'd seen the lights in the sky, and then it ended up being that Starlink. And I can understand why people at first were like, it's a UFO. But then nowadays, with the beauty of social media, everybody puts it online, don't they? And then people go, oh, well, actually, it's not that. It's brain's not working. In the sky. What are they called? Oh, help me out, guys. What are they called in the sky? Not telescopes. I'm sounding sick tonight. It's gone. Things in the sky. It's gone. Gone. Sorry. But basically what I'm trying to say is sometimes there is an explanation of it, but sometimes there isn't. And it's when there isn't, it's interesting, isn't it? Claire, we have booked a holiday in Menorca for next June. Oh, wow. Inspired one of your videos. Ah, pressure is on. If you like that sort of thing, Menorca is lovely. So Menorca is a lot quieter than Mallorca. But I liked it. Depends what age you are, Dave. I mean, like, my son who's in his 20s, I wouldn't recommend it for him. I don't think there'd be enough there for him. But for me, who is quite happy to just sit and, like chill by the pool or go and visit the tombs, then it's nice. And it's really laid back. There's not all this hustle and bustle that you've got like in Ibiza. So I think I'm hoping you're going to enjoy it. I'm hoping you will. I loved Menorca. I'd quite happily live in Menorca, but I don't know if I'd be able to cope with the heat. I'd have to come back to England for summer. There are cases from all over the world. There are indeed. There seems to be more sightings in the north of England than the south. I've never really looked at that, Stephen. You'd think it would be more rural areas, wouldn't you, if they were trying to keep undercover? But then I was speaking to somebody the other day that was saying, do you think that the aliens were here before us? And if so, have they got bases under the sea? Because we obviously haven't explored a lot of the sea yet. And then there's obviously the pyramids and things like that. So I can understand why there's so many people wondering about all these things. Have I seen the film Paul? Yeah, oh, it's brilliant. I've seen it a few times, Bruce. He's ace, isn't he? And I remember watching this thing, I can't remember where it was, and it was saying about alien films, and how there are some that make the aliens out to be evil, and then there's like the good ones where like you've got ET and stuff. And we are, say there is, I'm not saying there is, but say there was extraterrestrial life out there, a lot of us would have developed our opinions based on the movies that we've seen. So those movie producers have actually got quite a lot of power because they can determine or influence how we think, what we think would happen if there was an alien, if aliens tried to communicate with us. It just gets more popularised in America. Maybe. Paul is an excellent and fully movie. I think I've got it on DVD actually, but I haven't got a DVD player, so it'd be useless now. They found your ex at Roswell, did they? Your mum was Claire McGonagall. Oh. Oh. I had 3 pet aliens in the basement for a long time. Did you? And what did you name them? That reminds me, what was that film where that guy, where the alien landed? I'm trying to think who was in it. And he kept it in the garage. But he was quite old and he was giving up on life. I think he was suicidal actually. And then this alien came and he ended up befriending it. And it was a really lovely story. Greetings, Kinsleep. You have a great floor fan, but I'm considering getting another one. Oh, just polished off a whole packet of fig biscuits. Good for you, Dave. Good evening, Kev. How are you doing? You don't think... Oh, so, right, let's have a very quick poll then. Yes or no. Who thinks they have aliens at Area 51? Where I used to live in Dunstable, Bedfordshire, there is an area called the Downs, great for spotting anything unusual, and sightings of UFOs have been noted on various occasions. Why do you think aliens are so secretive? Well, if I'm going to... I mean, this is completely, like, fictional, really, isn't it? But if I thought that aliens were real and I thought that they were a more intelligent life form than us because they'd been around for longer, then they might know more about what we're doing. And considering how awful we are to each other, like how on the planet we can't even get on as human beings, how them looking in on that would probably think, well, they can't even get on with each other, so how on earth are they going to get on with people coming from another planet? Because we're not, are we? We're just going to start wars against them. So I think that's probably why they would be secretive. What is it, Area 51 then? Exactly. I used to wake up beside an alien every morning. I'm divorced now. Oh dear, I hope your ex isn't watching this because they're shy. What is this Sunday's video about? Okay, Peter, so this Sunday's video, I'm not going to give too much away, but basically it's set in Hull, or Kingston upon Hull, and it is about the Jack the Ripper connection. So recently they have been filming in Hull, in the old town, for an upcoming Jack the Ripper. I don't know if it's going to be a movie or a series, but I don't work for Netflix, or I don't even know where it's coming. I don't know if it's Netflix or BBC. But basically it's going to star Martin Clune. So they've been in Hull filming. And when I saw this, I thought, oh, I wonder if there's a connection to Hull from Jack the Ripper. And I went on I fell down a bit of a rabbit hole, as I end up doing with these videos. And yeah, there is. So this week's video is all about the Hull and Jack the Ripper. So yeah, it's a bit dark in places. If you're a bit squeamish, you might want to give it a miss. Question on haunted pubs for Claire. Okay. Yeah, that was another thing I thought we could chat about. If anybody has got any recommendations on any haunted pubs, or if anybody's experienced anything in the UK, or yeah, because I don't think I'll be going anywhere else. But on haunted pub stories, then let's share them. I love a good haunted pub story. Busy then, Claire. Filming 3 things at once. Yeah, I did Fridays is a really big video that I was filming. I've been researching it for months. So that was my main priority. And then I did 2 on Saturday that are going to be a little bit, well, I was hoping they're going to be like only 15-minute videos, but the way it's going, they probably won't be because I've fallen down rabbit holes again. Just weapons and secret equipment, no aliens. Is that what you think's at Area 51, Northman? Your ex was a lizard. Take it you don't like your ex, Desmond. Have you been in there? I'm guessing you two. I'm guessing people are having their own conversations, which is cool. I think crop circles are a way of communicating with us. Do you, Simon? I know that there's a lot of crop circles about what, like in the 90s and 2000s, wasn't there? And a lot of them proved to be hoaxes. To be fair, when I was younger, I tried to make a crop circle out of the grass with my mum at my mum's house with the mower. And yeah, well, it's not as easy as you think. I think if aliens exist, humans never meet them. Do you think so, North? So if you think that so who thinks we've got aliens walking amongst us? There has to be other inhabited planets. I'm sure that we can't be the only inhabited planet. I just can't see that happening. I think there is life on other planets far away. Yeah, I do. I mean, there's all sorts of things. I mean, your brain could really, really, really wander on this one. But really, some people would suggest that we've got a parallel universe, don't they, where our planet is existing somewhere else, and there might even be people just like us doing this, just like that. I mean, that is a bizarre thought to have, isn't it? They could make some great movies though about this. Where's the strange doctor with a police box? Yeah, I think they're like. You never know who's a lizard. Oh my gosh. I'm going to start looking at people now and thinking, wondering if they're a lizard. Stepping on 3 grids is a no-go. Yes, I'm with you on that one, Ben. If I walk over 3 drains, I have to walk over another drain to counteract it. I don't know what I think's going to happen, but I'm a bit superstitious with that one. You're the same with magpies. Yeah. I'm not superstitious with other things, although I wouldn't walk under a ladder. I think they're about the only things. And if a bird comes in the house, I'm a little bit freaky. Dr. Congo got absolutely caned before they put a hex on us with that goal. Yeah. It was really funny because last night when we were playing and I really thought we were going to lose. And I was like, right, that's it. I am never drinking umbongo ever again. And my son and his girlfriend were like, what are you talking about? And I said, I'm never drinking umbongo again. They went, what's umbongo? And I was like, oh my God. Now I'm feeling old. I was like, umbongo, they drink it in the Congo. And they were like, never heard of it. So I don't know if you can still get umbongo. Do let me know if anybody has had umbongo recently, because I'm going to go to the shop tomorrow and I'm going to get them some. Aliens or lizard people? Is that your question, David? Good question. Hi, Scooby-Dooby, Gooby. The next England game against Mexico kicks off at 1 a.m. Yeah, I won't be doing a buffet for that one, Peter. More important question, Claire. Next Doctor Who? I don't know who will be the next Doctor Who. Myself and a lot of other people watched what could be described as dancing triangles in the night sky in the mid to late 80s. It turned out to be a British Aerospace Aurora project experimental craft. Yeah, you see, this is the thing, isn't it? If they can do that, I think some sightings will be military. I think they will. And let's be honest, the military aren't going to tell us normal people what they're up to, because it's a risk, isn't it? It's a security risk. So I do get that. And I think now, the more we have with drones and stuff, I think we're going to start seeing more UFO sightings. I mean, we went and saw the, have you seen the firework drones? They're amazing. And when I watched them last year and I thought, wow, we've really come a long way. If you only see a single magpie, it's bad luck. Yeah. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for girl, 4 for a boy. My friend once ran over a magpie though, and she texted me and she went, oh my gosh, how much bad luck have I got now? I've not only seen a magpie, but I've run it over. I was like, I don't know the answer to that. Beam me up, Scotty. I'd like to be born again in the age of Star Trek. Are you a Trekkie, Bruce? Hello, Mr. Magpie. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Magpie. Good day, Mr. Magpie. Hamburger and fries. Is that what you're having, John? Good for you. You saluted this. So you salute. You're not interested in football either, Northman. What? It's interesting this, because some people are massively obsessed with football, aren't they? Yeah, my boys are obsessed with football. But I will watch it to be sociable. I prefer rugby, although I'm not a massive rugby fan, but I do prefer rugby. You saw an actual saucer craft the size of a blimp. Not a it's not. No, it's not a dating site. This. Are you Brits? Who? Not everybody's a Brit in here. I think. Hands up. Who's a Brit in the chat? Flying saucers full of sherbet. Oh, that's a throwback, Garim. I used to. Do you remember you used to put them? Can you still get them? I used to put them on your tongue, and then you'd wait for the paper to dissolve, and then all of a sudden you get like a burst of sherbet, wouldn't you? The next England game will be ideal for insomniacs. Yeah, it will be. What's up, Mike? How are you? Where are you watching from? There are UFO clubs like ghost clubs. Ah, right, okay. I mean, where else would Claire be from? Yeah. Mars, maybe. Lots of orbs showing up. Lots of orbs showing up where? Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I was dead happy with 36k. You've seen a ghost, Desmond. Where was that? Hi, Mandy. Hi, Desmond. Project Blue Book, isn't it? You're super posh then, Claire. It's breakfast, dinner, tea. I know. I think all my family call it tea, but I think I just did it to be different. I've heard of Project Blue. Claire for 17th Doctor Who. I'd never remember my words. What do I think of the British royal family? I'm saying nothing about that. Oh, you think the lizards that I remember, yeah. Do you know that's quite funny because I remember seeing something about Prince Philip and somebody said he was a lizard. But I'm not getting into this. I've heard of Project Blue Book. You married a lizard. Satellites. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. So, thank you guys. Yeah, I must be really far back in the chat. Sorry. There's so many stories of humans working with extraterrestrial craft and aliens at Area 51. Yeah, we do get a few UFO sightings in Yorkshire. I have read about the Betty and Barney Hill case, and that is bizarre, isn't it? Yeah, I think they made a movie on that, didn't they? You booked a trip to the moon and back. Do let us know whether it's made of cheese, Desmond. Wakefield is a UFO hotspot. Ah, right. Well, apparently, I don't know if anybody's watched the Fort Paul video yet that we did. What did we do with that? A couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? They said that they get a lot of, they see a lot of UFOs over the Humber and stuff. Plenty around. You're in Scarborough. Ah, yeah, satellites was it. What does my t-shirt say? It says Stardust. I thought it was appropriate. The only UFO t-shirt I've got is actually a sweatshirt, and it's just too warm tonight for a sweatshirt. There's no cure for lizards. The aliens prefer the north, it seems, or the Peak District. Yeah, they do, don't they? They love, maybe they like northern beer. I thought I saw a little child turn into a dog. He was after me, and my friend drank 3 bottles of Jack Daniels. Yeah, the Jack Daniels might be to blame for that then. The evidence is pointing to humans coming from Mars. The gravity on Earth is not good for humans. Barney and Betty Hill case is famous. It inspired the image of grey aliens. Yeah, it is a famous one. There was a major UFO case in Todmorden. Yeah, there was. A policeman was abducted. Yeah, didn't he fall into onto the back of a wagon or something, Diane? Didn't he have a camera with him or something? Or am I getting mixed up with the Ilkley alien case? What planet was Lenny from? Your guess is as good as mine, Russ Bucket. There was definitely something not right about him, wasn't there? For anybody that's new tonight, Lenny is a character from one of the games that we've played in the past. I'm just going to try and catch up with people. Lizards are running the country disguised as humans. Starmer is the king lizard. Wow. I think they had aliens at Area 51. Do you, Diane? Yeah. Oh, you think? Yeah, I suppose that would, for sure, that would be a good. I suppose if you had all your secrets, you wouldn't put them in the place where people would think they would be, wouldn't you? So that would make sense. Yeah, no politics. I have enough politics when I go around to my dad's house and he starts talking politics. And I think, oh, we're just going to end up in a row here. So, have I heard of Spring Heel Jack? I have heard of Spring Heel Jack. I was going to do a story on the Spring Heel Jack sightings in Sheffield not long ago, and then ended up doing something else. But there's a large pub in Dunstable, which was a coaching inn. It's been up for 300 years, and there has been types of paranormal activity. Oh, can you remember what it's called, Simon? Is Hull ruled by aliens? I don't know. It seemed pretty all right when I went the other day. You went to a haunted pub in Devon. Can you remember which one it was? They're bringing out a new alien film in Hollywood. They say it has aliens in it. It could change people's religion. What's it called, Bruce? Bates Hall, Macclesfield is haunted as anything. The most haunted team have been there a few times. Ah. That went out. I was originally. So last week's video was obviously the marvellous but morbid tour of Manchester. And it was originally going to be a haunted pub crawl of Manchester. Because as you know, I do like a haunted pub crawl. And when I started researching, I realised that a lot of the haunted pubs of Manchester, some of the really good ones with the really good stories, they're all on the outskirts. And I thought, this isn't going to work, this, because I'd booked a hotel in central Manchester. So I thought, right. And then I started looking at the other stuff. And obviously, there's loads of really interesting and some dark history in Manchester. Oh, me. Hull. Yeah. In Hull. The Lord Crew Arms in Northumberland. Oh. Spring Heel Jack has just featured on Uncanny. Ah, right. All right. Okay. If that's the case, I'll leave it alone for a while because I'm not going to try and compete with Uncanny. There is a famous pub in Wolverhampton called the Gifford Arms. My dog used to make crop circles. Your ex looks like, God, we're all dissing our exes tonight. You think there's aliens among us, Jake? You were involved in a poltergeist case in Leicester a few years ago where a ghost claimed to be Jack the Ripper. Well, it's interesting you should say that, Mark, because in this coming video this Sunday, I'm looking into the history of Jack the Ripper outside of London. And gosh, there was a lot of people that wanted to be Jack the Ripper. And that was quite concerning. I think there are aliens walking around us. Denver International Airport. Oh, I've never been there. Which people do you think are the aliens? I've not said anybody's an alien. I never knew the moon was made of cheese. Yeah, well, you need to watch Wallace and Gromit then, Desmond, because they believe that the moon is made of cheese. I was watching part of a match in my local on Monday evening, but I was drawn away from the match to a certain area. I took a snap and I think I might, oh, that's interesting, Simon. 100% there's life elsewhere in the universe. Yeah. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Aliens, ghosts and hauntings are fun to hear and read about, but they only exist in people's minds. Well, I think on this channel we have definitely got a mix of people that do believe and people that don't believe. I think it's always good to have an open mind, but sometimes when you have experienced something, it's really hard to then say it doesn't exist when you can't find any other rational explanation. I'm just wondering if Trump is an alien. Oh, thanks, Michael. Bless you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm always scared. Well, let me give that a like. I don't know why. I'm always scared of waking up dead. Well, you wouldn't wake up, Matt Desmond. What about Friday the 13th? Oh, what? The movie or whether it's unlucky? I actually don't mind the number 13. All the haunted pubs you visited and covered in your videos, what pub would do a paranormal investigation at with a full team of investigators? Oh, that's a good question, Matt. I mean, I do think some of these pubs do it for the what's the word? God, I'm sorry, guys. I've been editing since about 7 o'clock this morning. No, that's a lie. Maybe 8 o'clock this morning, and so my brain is like, right. So, which haunted pub was most likely to do for an investigation? Yeah, because some of them I do think are doing it to try and pull in punters. I I tell you what though, the Banshee Labyrinth in Edinburgh, I'd like to see that done on a paranormal investigation. I mean, they have really themed it as being a haunted pub, but it is a bit unusual. So I would quite like to see. I would quite like, you know, if you could get down there and do that. I think they'd be game for that anyway, because they were really, really welcoming. We went when I asked them to if I could film inside. Umbongo was an ad in the 80s. Cinemas showed the ad before the film. Yeah, it was a cordial, wasn't it? Umbongo. How do you think the Americans came up with the stealth bomber? They got the area design and specifications from alien landers of Area 51. That is, yeah, that would make sense, Carl. I think some of the technology as well that we've got, some people would argue that it's not come from us. Do you remember the Umbongo ad? Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? Am I on miles away? Am I? What chat am I reading? I think I'm going to come down to the bottom. I'm sorry if what I'm going to do is I'm come down to the bottom because I think I'm really far behind. So if you've got something you really need to say, because I know some of you are chatting between yourselves. So if you've got something you really want to say, please just pop it in again. Right. They reckon aliens live in the moon. You're looking forward to Sunday's YouTube video, Michael. Good. I hope you enjoy that one. It was a really interesting one to research, that one. Pretty sure you heard Pigman when you called at Cannock Chase. There's been some really, really weird things going on at Cannock Chase that people told me about. And it's like somebody suggested that there was some kind of paranormal portal to another world or something. I really don't know, but I don't know why everybody is I mean, like even like people seeing Slender Man when he's not really meant to be real. He's made up, isn't he? It was a competition. It's strange. I think you think Andy Burnham is an alien. Thought we were saying no politics tonight. I hope you enjoy it, David. I think it's gonna be good. Hull lad, looking forward to Sunday's show. Excellent, David. Hope you enjoy that. I feel like everywhere is haunted in the UK with so much history. It does feel like that way. We have so much history here. We're really, really lucky, aren't we? We really are. Let's have a look what we've got going on. Christian again. Okay. Happy Thursday. Watching from Honolulu in Hawaii. Wow. Wow, you're a long, long way away, Keith. You've been to the Golden Fleece in York. Yeah, it's I was in the Golden Fleece on New Year's Eve. What a great atmosphere it was on New Year's Eve. It's a great pub. I mean, like when you go in, I mean, it's a bit morbid, isn't it? But they've got the death masks as you walk down the corridor. And I mean, I've never stayed overnight there, but I've spoken to a few people that have and have said that they've had like their feet pulled and stuff like that. Your sister used to live in Manchester. Whereabouts in Manchester? As a playlist, haunted pubs on here. Bloody brilliant. I do have a playlist of haunted pubs. Yeah, I was saying the other day, I love doing the haunted pub videos. I love researching them. But you know, when you get out and you're doing the haunted pubs, it's really hard to then stay professional on camera. Because I don't know if anybody noticed, there was a little bit of wobbling going on in that Manchester one. And in the outtakes one, which is on for the members, I just... And I know I probably shouldn't be having a beer. I should just stick to Coca-Cola or something, and then that wouldn't happen. But it is also my like day off as well in a rage. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to, because I'm trying to produce a video every week for you guys. Sometimes I have to incorporate my fun time with work time. So it's a pub crawl, but I'm bringing everybody along. So I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know. Just trying to find a balance in it. Oh, thank you, Paul. Have you tried doing a paranormal on YouTube? What, like an investigation? I mean, at the moment, I just tell the stories and stuff. There are so many paranormal investigators on YouTube that I don't know if there's enough room for any. And I'm not a paranormal investigator. You know, I'm not an expert at this. I've, you know, done the odd Ouija board, but I'm not saying that I'm an expert. You thought you had some old history in Niagara going back to 1812, but some of the sites in the UK amaze me. Yeah. Yeah, hard work, live show and reading comments at the same time. Yeah. I think sometimes, you know, when we do the party live streams and it's horizontal, that's easier for me because it's on the laptop and I can see what I'm doing and I can see your comments easier. But apparently, according to the YouTube guy, this is better for YouTube. So I don't know. But when we hit, what are we on now? 36k. So I said when we hit 50k, I'll do another party. Or if I don't hit 50k before Christmas, then I'll do a Christmas party. I would do a Halloween party, but I know that I'll probably be, Halloween is my favourite time, so I don't even know if I'm going to be around to do it. You've been up to Kite Chase again. Did you see anything, Nathan? One place I've always wanted to visit and I hope it's the Edinburgh Vaults. Yeah, you should. It's good. Right. We're not playing a game today, Corrupt Media. I was just saying I've spent a lot of time this week getting some new videos sorted. So there's been no time for a game and there's going to be no live stream for probably 2 weeks now. I don't think it's going to be possible. So I've just thought I'd just drop on because I just like to catch up with everybody and see how everybody's doing. So can I bring my own cake to the party? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, we had a cake last time, didn't we? No, it was good. Christmas party, yeah. I did enjoy doing the Christmas party. That was great fun. Great female UK paranormal presenter that I watch. She's also called Claire. Oh, no way. Don't scare Claire. Yeah, do you know, funnily enough, I have seen her channel pop up on my... So when you've got a YouTube channel, it tells you what other channels your audience is watching. So she has popped up on there a couple of times. Who was a fake? Are we talking about Derek Akora? Yeah, just scrolled up and seen it. Yeah. Oh, your son's birthday is on Halloween. Oh, I'm dead jealous. Oh, you like all my videos on Sunday? That's amazing. Those are the great. Where do you sleep off the beer at this Christmas party? Well, you just crash wherever you fall. Really, I suppose it's Christmas, isn't it? Seen a few strange anomalies in the skies over the years. The usual lights, but twice saw what I thought were balloons during the day, except balloons don't go into the wind and don't stop and start. Experience with spirits, brandy, whiskey, vodka, and others. Yeah. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, I am. Somebody said to me the other day, Claire, don't be a busy fool. And I sort of thought, yes, maybe. But I do love doing this. I really, really do. And I said to somebody the other day, it's the hardest job I've ever done for the least amount of money. But I don't really do it for money, although I would like it to be for money because this takes up more time now than my actual job. So there's only so long I can do this for before I have to back down. So I've got a cap at what I think, and we're going to see how it goes. I'd love to keep going for as long as I can, but I have to be realistic. I've got a mortgage to pay. Did you end up talking to anyone on the Ouija board? Yeah, I mean, it's years since I did a Ouija board. I used to do them quite a bit when I was younger, and then something not so good happened. So I stopped doing them, and I've not done one since. Lord God has worked on Halloween. Her name is Harley. So Harley-ween. That's cute. Thoughts on Bigfoot? Yeah, I've watched a few documentaries. I'm not an expert, but I think there could have been some kind of I never pronounce it. Sasquatch. Especially in some of those remote areas, like like when you talk about the Himalayas and things like that, and then up in like North America and stuff. But it's definitely something that really interests me. If you ever go to Lincoln and Steep Hill, there's a place called Brown's Pie Shop. That's haunted. In fact, quite a lot of those places up Steep Hill in Lincoln are haunted. I love Don't Scare Claire too. She has the cutest pet. Does she? What pets has she got? Right. stay away from Ouija boards. It could be your ex. We're all obsessed with exes tonight. What did you think of the most haunted and that Yvette Fielding being proven as a fake? And I met somebody that used, I'm not going to say it online now, because I met somebody that had done some work, and yeah, not saying anymore. So you can't stop, sell the house and I'll start a crowdfunder for you. I know, I did think, could I just go and live in a caravan and go trudging around and carry on? In my head, because I have got an overactive imagination, as I'm sure of you have already worked out, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I was like in the mystery machine, gang, and I had a bus and I just drove around solving mysteries and finding like weird stories and stuff. And then I woke up and realized it was all a dream. Chester's cool. And I didn't realize, and I didn't put it in the full Manchester video, but it is in the members Manchester video, that there's a pub in Manchester that was originally in Chester, and they rebuilt it, and they took it apart and rebuilt it in Manchester, and the ghost apparently moved with it. Bigfoot comes in and out of our dimension. That's why it's never been caught. You rather the old chats in live. Halloween Christmas party sounds good. Yeah, I could probably do a Halloween party if we did it a few days before Halloween. It's not the same though, is it? Right, I'm going to call it a day in a minute, guys. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and appreciate everybody dropping in. I've seen Bigfoot 4 times and I've seen giant footprints. Was on a whole ghost walk. The guy worked was haunted at the old funeral parlour. He said much of it was fake. Yeah, this is the thing, innit? I mean, I have heard rumours, and yeah, which is a shame really, because some gorilla costume. No, I'm not, Brummy. That's mad, isn't it? All the Claires are into spooky stuff. England, yeah. Right then, so I'm going to love you and leave you. So thank you for everybody for joining me this evening. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah, this Sunday 10 a.m. is the Hull Jack the Ripper episode, and then I don't think there's going to be another live now for a couple of weeks, but I will still keep in touch with you all. And yeah, if everybody can get just a bit of a ask really, if everybody could just give me my videos a bit of a like, and if you get the chance to give them a hype, because it really massively helps, and it doesn't cost you anything. It just makes YouTube think, oh yeah, this channel's all right, and then they'll push it to other people, and then it all helps me, and then it might mean I can carry on doing what I'm doing. So oh yeah, Lenny. I think Lenny's going to have his own game show soon. Yeah, catch you all in a couple of weeks. Lovely to see you all. Yeah, have a lovely weekend. Have a great Friday. Come on, England. And Claire, you can't almost tell us a secret. And what was the secret I was telling you? I can't remember now. Was it about Most Haunted? I can't remember. I'll probably tell you one day. Thank you for all your hard work, Claire. Greetings from Toronto. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you doing? Christmas. Oh, yeah. We will have Christmas music again, David, at the party. We will. It'll be a good laugh. There'll be mead. Was there mead at the last one? Or was the mead at the celebratory party? Can't remember. No, wasn't there a Christmas cocktail? Anyway, there'll be something. So, yeah, love you and leave you. Thank you so much, everybody. See you soon. Thank you to Lord of the Seven Seas for being the moderator this evening. All right. Yeah, please hit the like button. Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye.